와인 전문가가 슈퍼마켓 싸구려 와인도 마실까요?
You haven't done this kind of extremely cheap wine tasting.
Why would one want to do that? Just remind me again why I would want to do that.
피터는 아주 까다로운 궁극의 와인 전문가입니다.
It could be a little fuller on the palate. It's slightly hollow. You didn't make a major bargain.
피터가 슈퍼마켓 싸구려 와인을 마시면 어떻게 반응할까요? 여기서 물러설 수는 없죠. 저는 30가지의 싸구려 레드 와인을 사서 피터에게 먹일 겁니다. 제가 정한 운명에서 못 벗어나게 만들 겁니다. 9,000원 이하 와인만 사기로 마음 먹었습니다. 타겟이라는 슈퍼마켓에 첫 번째로 갔죠. 여기서 레드 와인 5병을 샀습니다. 그리고는 월마트에 갔습니다. 월마트는 예전에 우리나라에 들어왔다가 이마트에 밀려나서 철수했었죠. 미국에서는 타겟과 월마트가 가장 붐비는 두 곳인데 마침 제가 온 월마트는 술을 안 파는 곳이더군요. 미리 알아봤어야 했는데요. 그래서 다른 월마트에 갔죠. 이 월마트에서는 와인을 10병 샀습니다. 물론 모두 다 9,000원 이하였고요. 그리고는 알디라는 슈퍼마켓에 갔죠. 여기서는 9병을 샀습니다. 가격적인 면에서는 알디가 가장 저렴했죠. 하지만 서비스는 정말 형편없는 곳입니다. 미국에서는 유일하게 동전을 넣어야 카트를 쓸 수 있는 곳이기도 하고요. 하지만 와인은 정말 쌌거든요. 와인만 싸면 됐죠 뭐. 그리고 본스라는 슈퍼마켓에 갔습니다. 여기는 시스템이 고약합니다. 상품의 죄다 가격표를 2개 붙여놓고 일반가와 회원가를 표기합니다. 실제로는 회원가가 다른 슈퍼마켓의 일반가에 해당하죠. 여기 회원이거나 회원이 될 생각으로 간다면 괜찮지만 안 그러면 바가지를 쓰죠. 서비스는 좋았습니다. 제가 산 와인을 빈 박스에 담아서 준 유일한 슈퍼마켓이었죠. 그럼 피터와 함께 이 와인들을 맛보러 갈까요? 피터는 제가 뭘 준비했는지 모르거든요.
I'm just looking here. I think when I get reincarnated, I want to come back as a bird. The only problem is how will I hold a wine glass? Put the thing on underneath your pajamas.
This is not pajama.
Next time when you buy your shirts, not in the sleep aisle.
I changed our plan a little bit.
Okay.
So I visited a lot of big supermarkets today. Costco again, LD, Vons, Walmart, and then Target. 5
Hypermarkets.
There are some good news and bad news.
Ha!
Bad news, I prepared a lot of bottles.
How many?
That's good news. I thought they were 31.
31.
Yeah,
Yeah?
but they're only 29.
Ah, and that's the good news.
Yeah, that's a very good news.
Okay.
If we don't finish...
Look what we do to ourselves to provide you with good information.
Yeah, we try hard,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Thanks for your...
Don't thank me, thank my liver.
Thank you, Peter's liver. So we are going to taste the 29 wines
Okay.
under $8.
Under $8.
Good news, even better news. I numbered on all of them, so we'll do it blind, but I try to select as many Cabernet Sauvignon as possible because people love to drink Cabernet Sauvignon.
Oh, okay. So most of them are Cabernet Sauvignon.
Yeah.
Okay. You said you got 29 bottles.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got 5 glasses each.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to do it in 6 flights.
In 6 flights.
4 flights.
Uh-huh.
5 flights of 5 and 1 flight of 4.
Okay. Would you eventually select top 4 here and the worst 3 here?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. You've got a lifetime supply of $7 wine here.
I didn't say it's a $7 wine. It's under 8.
Oh, that's right. Some are probably $2.99. Usually, if you do a blind tasting of wines, the one that comes last in the tasting is usually not the cheapest one.
Is this so? Really?
In my experience,
Frankly speaking, for today, I didn't plan anything. So
it looks like it. Yeah, you're right. And the plan is working perfectly. What you did plan was a frontal assault on my liver, which is a problem.
Not really. I love your liver. They are precious to me.
Okay.
You haven't done this kind of tasting at least for about 40 years.
Meaning what?
This kind of extremely cheap wine tasting.
Why would one want to do that? Just remind me again why I would want to do that.
Because I want it.
You know, I'm an old man, and I've lived by one primary policy for my entire life. One primary policy.
What is that?
Life is too short to drink bad wine.
I didn't ask you for
And
drinking.
you know how old I am, which means I've drunk very little bad wine. Okay. Shall we do this now?
Okay, let's stop complaining.
So first I'm going to nose the wines, actually look at them and nose them. So I mean the wine's got to look good and it's got to smell good. Number one, shocking. Absolutely terrible. Sweet, one-dimensional, soda pop, no.
So it was not good start.
Not a good start.
So I revealed our
Yes,
first
please.
flight.
Yes, please.
The first one is Yellowtail Shiraz.
Horrible.
I just picked this up, even though it's a Shiraz, because you can find it everywhere in
Oh yeah, no,
convenience
Yellowtail,
stores.
it's very, very popular. It's one of the biggest selling wines.
Uh,
Not worth drinking.
that's true.
Well, how much did it cost?
$5.49.
It's not drinkable. Second one was very good. Good entry, nice acid, balanced. Look, at this kind of price point, what I was looking for was real wine.
Yeah.
And that was real wine. The first one was not. So that got my highest score of the flight.
And then second one is Barefoot Cabernet Sauvignon. It's not
It's
bad.
very good.
Yeah. And the price is $4.99. Surprisingly good.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
Third wine, very bad. It would appear that the makers of wines to be sold at this price are happy to insult the clientele. For the most part then by making the wines sweet, overly sweet. Almost all of these wines have got some level of sugar in them, higher than one would expect in higher priced wines.
And the purpose of that kind of behavior is to hide something, right? Usually.
Well, no.
No?
I don't think these wines have got so much to hide. It's more about appealing to a palate that would rather be consuming soda pop.
And the third one is, you're right, it's Pinot Noir.
Pinot Noir.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yellowtail again. So you really hate Yellowtail,
I really
right?
hate Yellowtail. That's exactly
There
right.
is some exact coherence, right?
Yeah, yeah. And what were the price on the two Yellowtail wines?
$5.49.
Number 5, quite a lot of oak again. But these are oak is chips or whatever. But they did a good job here.
Ba-bam, ba-bam, bam. California roots. Yeah.
What did you think?
I didn't especially like this one, but I really liked this Barefoot.
The Barefoot was a surprise,
Yeah,
a real surprise.
that is true.
Well, you see, it got a good score there from the sommelier challenge. So we're not the only ones that liked it.
I've never heard of a sommelier challenge.
It's probably something they invented. What does it say there?
Gold 93 points 2017 sommelier challenge.
One would hope it's a real competition. You never know, you know. Gallo might just invent that award.
I think
But the
you're
point
right.
is that it's a good wine.
That is true.
For $4.99,
Yeah.
it does not disappoint. All right, let's.
Okay.
You take off the capsules
Yep.
and I open the vino.
It's fun, Peter. Isn't it fun?
If we were drinking 29 bottles of wine, $50 and up,
Uh-huh.
it would probably be a little bit more fun. No, but it is fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Blind wine tasting is as much fun as you can have with your clothes on.
I still don't understand why you say that.
It's interesting that what percentage of them are closed with cork. You'd think at this price everything would be screw cap.
That is true. There is no even a single screw cap.
Was there not one?
No.
That's really interesting. All right.
Too much fun for me. I'm closing the bottles because I don't think you would want more wine.
You'd be right. I'll have to get Valerie to open a bottle of Chateau Margaux or something because I have to recover from this shit.
You really look unhappy, Peter.
It's an assault on the palate, I'll tell you that.
We are only on the second
We're
flight.
supposed to be partners, right? You're not supposed to punish me.
As time goes by, you look more unhappy.
Because as time goes by, I realize that it might just as well be the same wine, every single one of them. But the thing is that the same wine that it is the worst one. So this wine being wine number 6, little paler, some fruit, but very tutti frutti.
Very tutti frutti.
Yeah, sort of like a very a slightly artificial fruity nose.
Do you know the movie Top Gun by Tom Cruise? And there was a song, OST, called Tutti Frutti.
Tutti frutti, okay. Thank you for that piece of useless information. In the context of wine tasting. Swedish entry, very one-dimensional. It's not the worst in this flight. It's okay.
So number 6,
Yeah.
the Quail Oak. This is my first time to see this label.
We've probably had the same wine 45 times, all with different labels for different supermarkets.
It's $4.99. Yeah.
Okay, so this is 7 now. Okay. It actually was not bad at all on the palate. In fact, that there was actually something there. There was some grip. It was actually dryish versus the others. It was closer to real wine than most of them. Good acidity and fruit. I thought this was the best wine of the flight.
Sutterholm.
Sutterholm. That was my best wine of the flight. I thought it was good. The palate, not too bad. Wine number 8. They really messed with this wine. It's either red muscat or it's red wine with a few drops of muscat, but they really messed with this wine. We're not going to start talking about terroir here, okay? No. Lots of VA, a wine that's just 100% pandering.
The people are really beginning to drink wine. They might like this one, no?
You mean if they just started drinking? Yes, yes. It may well be true, but you still haven't taught them anything. You have to teach them to drink wine. Your chances of teaching them to drink wine are to go more with wines like number 7 or number 2. This, you're not going to teach you anything. It's just going to teach you when you have real wines. I prefer that stuff. You know, so.
The 8th one is Beringer. Main and Vine. Red Crush.
This I thought was the worst wine in the flight. So it's not 100% wine. It's got something else in it. The vintage.
Do you expect a vintage from this
Oh,
one?
no, that's right. Okay.
$5.99.
And worth half that.
It doesn't say it's sweet. And it's very sweet.
It says semi-dry.
Yeah, semi-dry. Why do you laugh?
12-time top 100 winery of the year. Yes.
If you remember, the worst of the worst wine at Costco, it was from Beringer too.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Remember that wine from a bourbon barrel?
Oh, was that Beringer? Okay. And then the last one. Unfortunately, the wine is spoilt by a very high level of VA. The palate, the slight promise that was delivered by the nose is completely ruined. No. I don't want it. No.
No or no, no?
No, no.
You look tired, Peter.
I was tired when I got here. The wine's not doing much to improve me. Look at that bottle.
Yeah, intermingle.
Intermingle.
It's a nice bottle and nice label, isn't it?
Beautiful.
Maybe they spent too much money for the bottle.
The bottle and the label. They didn't have any money left for the fruit.
Otherwise,
I'm sorry. I would love to like this wine. It's a beautiful bottle. It's wonderful packaging.
yeah,
What can I tell you? It's bad wine.
$6.99.
Next.
I didn't serve you the fourth and the fifth one.
I thought you were being kind.
Yeah, I was saving some for my wife.
If you want to stay married, you better give it to me.
Oh, this is a real pain in the ass.
We start with wine number.
11.
There's nothing really bad, nothing really good.
So excited. Earth's Harvest.
Earth's Harvest.
Made with organic grapes. And it's Merlot.
And price?
Wow, $3.89.
Really?
Yeah, and it's organic grapes. Number 12.
It's almost like wine. Acceptable.
Burlwood Cellars Cabernet Sauvignon, $4.49.
Wow.
Very cheap.
It's not bad at all.
I find the wines at Aldi, they're really cheap.
14. These last two are interesting wines. They're more like real wine.
And then 15.
The last two were wine. They're making wine here. They're not pandering. So these were 14. I'm not sure, but 15. I think my best wine of the flight.
La Cornada. It's a Tempranillo Crianza, $4.49.
Fucking good. No, it's really. Aldi's good.
Yeah.
Jay, I'm getting cold.
Then I warm you up.
That's what I was worried. That's why I didn't tell you earlier. I was worried. You said we'd be finished by 7:30. It's 6:30 already.
Yeah. We hurry up.
No shit. 3 more flights. Let's do it.
Yeah. $20.
You need to try 17.
That's not a good
That's
sign.
a wine worthy of the death penalty.
Oh yeah? 17? Then I will skip to the 17 and I only listen to your explanation about it.
Oh, you need to. It's an education.
I'm thrilled.
Okay?
I love that 17, Peter.
You love it. Yeah.
Wow, it gives me a headache.
Britannomyces, along with everything else.
And a lot of VA too, right?
You name it, this wine's got it. This wine is a doctor's specimen. This wine should be in a hospital. It would want to be doctors. Just one wine. Teach them everything they need to know about illness.
That's number 17. It's even much, much worse in your mouth. It's really bad. Wow.
I have no idea what it is. It's just so bad. Volatile acidity, Brett, nail polish. Who knows what it is? Just a fatally flawed wine.
Chianti.
Chianti.
Medium-bodied red wine blend.
No shit.
What do you mean by no shit?
A blend. Whoever did that should be in jail. And
Maybe.
whoever bought it should be in jail.
I bought this.
Yes, and the price?
It's $4.49. It's good news that I spent only $4.49.
Yeah, but it's so bad, I'm not reimbursing you for this one. Now, I know what I can pay for Chianti. That's drinkable. And you can do better than that. At least you don't have to have flawed wine. And what, the people who buy Chianti, they couldn't pay $5.49 and get a bottle of wine that you can actually put in your mouth? Anyway, I liked 19. I think this is a very good wine for beginners. A little bit of complexity, a little bit of grip, a little bit of acidity, halfway decent finish. I liked the wine. And that was my best wine of the flight.
It's Blackstone.
Blackstone.
Merlot. This one I bought at Costco. I found this Blackstone everywhere today.
Yeah.
In almost every shop. Number 20.
This isn't messing with us. It's not pandering wine. And so an okay wine.
Ménage à trois. Dark red blend. $6.98.
$6.98. It's cheaper than $6.99. Where'd you get it?
From Walmart.
Walmart.
Yeah.
Not as good as some, but nice. All right, still got 9 to go.
This 21 is really bad.
21.
Yeah. The first one on this flight.
Really shit. Yeah. That's Bretty. I thought it might be another Chianti.
This is number 21. Wow, you're perfectly right.
Yeah.
Another Bretty Chianti.
Exactly, another Bretty Chianti. And you know how much I love Chianti. It breaks my heart for people to put that out and call it Chianti. And this is Gabbiano. We're not talking about...
I love this winery actually.
Yeah.
It's a good winery.
Yeah, but what do they charge for that?
$6.47. Wait a minute. I love when you laugh like that.
Well, because it's Bretty, you know, 647. Okay.
So you think it's not even worth $1, right?
If it's got Brett, it's not worth anything. I don't want to drink it under two circumstances. If they got Brett in there and they didn't mean to have Brett there, then it's a flaw. I don't want to drink it. If they've got Brett in there because they meant to have Brett there, then they're idiots. I don't want to drink it. So the answer's the same. Answer is the same.
At least you can pour out the wine and you can recycle the bottle.
That's true. California recycling value, 15 cents. Or whatever it is. Yeah. 22. One-dimensional. But you know what? Solid. So within the genre, acceptable wine.
I really think I have tasted this wine.
Oh yeah, no.
The previous one.
We've tasted something or something like this 10 times already tonight. And they probably all get it in the same place.
They just change the labels and they supply them to various supermarkets, right?
Yeah, unfortunately, but yeah.
Dominant 7. Typical recipe wine.
Exactly, yeah.
It costs $7.96.
Seriously expensive wine.
Not that seriously, Peter.
In this lineup, that's the most expensive wine we've had.
And 23?
I got some complexity here.
Yeah, me too.
Which was a surprise. I didn't expect it.
I like this one quite much.
Successful wine.
Rex
Rex Goliath. Okay.
The giant 47-pound rooster.
Yeah, this is a very big brand.
It's $4.67.
Bloody good value.
Yeah, I like this one. It's Rex Goliath.
Rex Goliath. I liked 25. It sort of had a boot polish character, which I don't particularly like, but warm bread, which I usually associate with Bordeaux, but this isn't Bordeaux.
This style of wine is like a coffee pinotage.
Yeah, right. It's very coffee.
Many people must like it.
I liked it.
And this one is Dark Horse. It's from Walmart.
The original Dark Horse Cabernet.
Cabernet Sauvignon 2000.
And the price.
$2.76.
You're shitting me, really? So that's the best value for wine we've had today.
That is true.
Yeah. It's not the best wine we've had today, but the best value for money.
$2.76. I check it again.
$2.76. There's a few things we can draw from this. At least don't buy cheap Chianti from these guys.
Those cheap Chiantis are the only two cheap Chiantis that I could find at
Because
this.
other people look at it and say there's a reason why those Chiantis are cheap. I think it was Einstein who said things should be made as simple as possible, but not simpler. Wine should be as cheap as possible, but not cheaper. So what you're looking at here is it's too cheap for Chianti. So you can only buy, at least on the showing of these two, you can only buy bad Chianti for those kind of prices.
That's true. They were really bad. You're coming back. Your energy is back, Peter.
That's because we've only got 4 left.
The very last flight. Okay.
31 wines, inestimable damage to my health. All to save you guys a trip to the wrong store.
Peter is 29.
Well, it feels like 50. 26, it had slightly more complexity than a lot of the others. Was okay.
Lucky Duck.
Lucky Duck. Lucky
Cabernet
Duck.
Sauvignon from Chile. The price is $3.96.
It's good value. Amazing
$3.96.
value.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oops. I spilled it a little bit. I'm sorry it was your favorite, so.
It's okay. I wasn't going to have any more, if that's what you mean.
Number 27?
The complete disaster. Perfect adherence to a crappy recipe. Which, by the way, is my same comment for 29.
Oak Leaf.
Oak Leaf.
Cabernet Sauvignon. The price is $2.76. Can you make wine? The $2.76 a bottle?
You understand that to sell this for $2.76 because the retailer's also making a profit. These guys are probably, say, getting it on the shelf for $2. To get this on the shelf for $2 with all the shipping and the handling and the commissions and whatever else goes there, the cost of the bottle, the packaging, the cork.
Yeah.
Essentially, you get the grapes for nothing. So considering it's not made with grapes, it's pretty good.
I was really concentrating on your comment and
Oh, it's just doing a quick analysis. And then 28. So there was more complexity on this one. I actually like 26 the best, by a whisker.
Coastal Estate.
BV Coastal.
Yeah. Cabernet Sauvignon, California. BV is Boulier Vineyard.
And the price?
$6.98. No, sorry. $7.98. No, sorry. $6.98.
How many times do you want me to change it?
And 29, complete disaster.
Not a disaster, just the recipe, the sweetness, the jamminess, the wood.
Okay, then tudum, tudum, tudum.
Thank God.
The last bottle, number 29, Robert Mondavi. Private Selection, Cabernet Sauvignon,
And the price.
$7.98, the most expensive one.
It's Robert Mondavi. I can say this for that wine with absolutely no concern about truthfulness.
Here is my question, Peter.
Yeah.
If you were 18 years old, right now,
If I were 18 years right now, you think I'd be sitting here with you talking about shitty wine?
if you were 18 years old,
Which one would I drink?
no,
Oh, okay.
not really, you just met beautiful girl named Valerie.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Your whole life flashes before your eyes when you do that.
Don't be cruel to your wife. Peter. And she's so attractive,
Yeah?
so you wanna go out with her. You're gonna prepare 4 bottles of wine. What would you choose for that top 4 best?
Now I've got to think in terms of Valerie, or I've got to think in terms of good wine?
In terms of good wine,
In
please.
terms of good wine. Okay.
In terms of the combination
So there were a
of price and quality,
Probably.
Barefoot
overall
Cabernet
crowd
Sauvignon
is a
was
full-
our first choice.
The barefoot.
Sutterholm Cabernet Sauvignon was excellent too. La Cornada Tempranillo Crianza was impressive. Dark Horse Cabernet Sauvignon was very good as well. These four made our list as the best wines. On the contrary, both Chiantis were suggesting that one has to pay more for Chianti worthy of the name. For the third worst wines, there was a tie between Yellowtail Shiraz and Beringer Main and Vine Red Crush. The two Chiantis were flawed. Yellowtail Shiraz wasn't flawed. Beringer Red Crush was not flawed either. But we got floored by them. If you enjoyed our video, don't forget to subscribe and like our page. 이럴땐이와인 네이버밴드로 놀러 오시면 와인을 잘 몰라도 편하고 싸게 살 수 있는 정보가 많이 올라와 있습니다. 가입하는 게 싫으시면 greatwine2u.co.kr로 꼭 놀러 오세요.